Do you still remember the iconic scene from the movie V for Vendetta, where Natalie Portman's character is emotionally shaken upon, discovering V's deception? Now imagine this scene reimagined, transformed into Natalie learning that Trump is at a disadvantage in the power play between China and Russia. How would she react? And what about the memorable scene where V makes breakfast for Natalie Portman? That sweet breakfast moment in our reinterpretation becomes a moment where the two discuss Taiwan's president, Lai Ching-te, and the precarious state of international politics. Here, the classic is not just a memory but a stage for new perspectives. This is V for Vision, using the world of V for Vendetta to create a fresh narrative on global politics.
Welcome to V for Vision, where global politics meets sharp insights. Here, we uncover the truths, analyze the power plays, and bring you a vision beyond the headlines. Stay informed, stay vigilant. This is your voice in international affairs. This is V for Vision.
When Xi Jinping's peace, the Hong Kong National Security Team roared at former U.S. Vice President Mike Pence, Donald Trump's camp swiftly seized the opportunity. They skillfully guided public opinion, accusing Xi Jinping of failing to cherish the chance to mend relations. They proposed that if Beijing were willing to use Jimmy Lai as a bargaining chip, it might lead to a thaw in relations between the two major camps, potentially alleviating China's current economic woes.
However, everyone understands that East Asia's fate does not rest in the hands of the pawns, but is controlled by the moves of the Eastern Dragon on the chessboard.
Meanwhile, Trump turned his attention to Moscow, issuing a final ultimatum to Vladimir Putin, sternly demanding that he immediately come to the negotiating table. Putin, however, responded with nothing but a cold sneer.
He saw through Trump's strategy, fully aware that the deep divisions within the US had already left the former president exhausted.
While European allies outwardly expressed alignment, they harbored their own agendas. The instability in the Middle East threatened to unleash another refugee crisis, and the Indo-Pacific region's resolve remained uncertain. Faced with Trump's threats, Putin dismissed them with a scornful remark, "It's merely a 50-50 game." Trump, well aware of the fractured and complex state of affairs,
maintained his composure through his characteristic tough demeanor. He kept in mind the ancient strategy of warfare: know yourself and your enemy, and you will never be defeated.
From the moment he was forced to exit the game 4 years ago, Trump began scripting his return, plotting step by step to reclaim the board, aspiring to secure a historic victory that would immortalize his legacy. For Trump, the key to making the next move was not to act hastily, but to identify the core of the problem. As the art of war advises, the highest form of warfare is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Trump's mastery of sowing discord was evident. While tempting Xi Jinping with enticing offers, he struck a harsh rhetorical stance against Putin. Knowing Putin's inherently suspicious nature, Trump even dangled portions of Zelensky's territory as bait and showcased his military strength through strategic deployments. This combination of carrot and stick tactics formed the crux of Trump's strategy. Will Putin or Xi Jinping fall into Trump's trap?
由此可见，中华民国与中华人民共和国互不隶属。
Meanwhile, across the straits in the Far East, Taiwan, an island seemingly destined by providence, was on the brink of an unprecedented turning point. Lai Ching-te, the soft-spoken young player, stood at the epicenter of the storm. Every move he made was cautious.
Yet he could not escape becoming a focal point in international affairs. Whether he can transcend his role as a pawn and become a player controlling his destiny hinges
on the collective awakening and decisions of the Taiwanese people. In this unpredictable grand game, Trump recognized the importance of European allies. He had already arranged a trump card Elon Musk, the titan of technology and capital, who became a vanguard in Trump's plan to bolster European influence.
Will Xi Jinping's entrenched covert forces in Europe withstand Musk's offensive?
However, beyond the intricate chessboard, the world's military deployments were already in silent motion.
Over the Taiwan Strait, the low-frequency hum of submarine engines and the cruising tracks of fleets hinted at hidden dangers. On Ukraine's muddy battlefield, the stalemate between Russian forces and NATO troops was inching closer to a breaking point. In the deserts of the Middle East, drones skimmed the horizon, delivering both intelligence and death. In the Indian Ocean, the deployment of carrier strike groups stirred new waves.
While beneath the Arctic ice, nuclear submarines tested new boundaries.
Everything appeared stagnant. Yet beneath the surface, undercurrents surged, and foreshadowing abounded. Each move on the board was an extension of national will, and the players' decisions not only influenced the pieces, but also shaped the entire game.
Ultimately, the course of fate lies not in the board itself, but in the most calculating, foresighted hands that guide it. As the classic line from V for Vendetta goes,
artists use lies to tell the truth, while politicians use lies to cover it up. People should not be afraid of their governments. Governments should be afraid of their people.
Believers, the ending of this chess game is not solely dictated by the players. The power to rewrite the script has always been in the hands of the people. If the storyline unfolds contrary to your wishes, then it's time to question, it's time to change. For in this game, who is the true player and who is the silent observer? The future remains unwritten.
Thank you for watching V for Vision, your lens into global politics. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join the conversation, stay informed, and keep questioning the world around you.